We worry about running out of food, but perhaps there's another kind of famine we should fear first. Every day, we eat bread from the earth. We work for it, we shop for it, we fill our refrigerators with it. But Christ spoke about another bread. He said, I am the bread of life. And every divine liturgy, the church gathers around the Eucharist to do something humanity was created to do: give thanks. In fact, that's what the word Eucharist means in Greek: thanksgiving. We receive everything from God, and then we take bread and wine, lift them back toward heaven, and say, Thine own of thine own, we offer unto thee on behalf of all and for all. There's a profound order here. God gives, man receives, man gives thanks, God gives himself. But what happens when that circle is broken? When man takes God's gifts but forgets the giver? When he wants bread from the earth but no longer wants the bread from heaven? Eventually, perhaps he loses both. If you refuse the heavenly bread, don't be surprised when earthly bread becomes scarce. And something similar happens with words. Today, we are drowning in communication. Billions of messages, posts, comments, notifications. And yet we seem increasingly unable to speak. We replace sentences with abbreviations, thoughts with slogans, emotions with emojis. We possess more ways to communicate than any civilization in history, while becoming increasingly incapable of conversation. Perhaps that isn't accidental either, because man was not merely created to talk. Man was created to pray. The human being is a sounding instrument, a living harp made to speak to God. And when we stop speaking upward, eventually our speech to one another begins to collapse. Neglect the word of God long enough, and human words themselves become poorer. Stop praying, and eventually you may forget what language is for. So if you want to preserve human civilization, it's important to start small. Open the scriptures, learn to pray, go to church, receive the bread of heaven, and give thanks. Because when man remembers how to speak to God, he remembers how to be human.